Here we are in Chapter 5 review exercises numbers 1 through 8. Here we're going to add or subtract polynomials, which is just combining like terms. That's nice. Let's write these underneath this one. So we have a negative 2y squared minus 7y plus 8. And if we add up the like terms, y squared and a minus 2y squared is minus y squared. Negative 3y minus 7y is negative 10y. 5 and 8 is indeed a 13. Good. Number 2. Negative 13m squared plus 9m minus 14 minus, so that means this is going to go in here, so we'll get a plus 2m squared. And then it comes in here and we have a plus 6m. And then we get a minus 1. Let's slide these over here so we can line up like terms, plus 6m. So we'll have a plus 2m squared, a plus 6m, and a minus 1. When we add those, we now have negative 11m squared plus 15m minus 15. And this set of parentheses, because nothing is multiplying in, is really useless. But if you'd like to imagine a 1 right here that could jump in and hit those, that would be fine as well. All right, there's number 2. Number 3, multiply, which means we're going to be using the distributive property a lot. This monomial is timesing this trinomial, and we jump it in, and we now have 3x, let me see, x and x squared, that's 3x's all timesing together, then the y, minus 3x squared y squared. That's an x to the 1, y to the 1, x to the 1, y to the 1. So the exponents on each of those like bases will add. And then jumping into the end term, plus 3xy cubed. Can we combine any like terms here? I don't think there are any there. All right, the next one. Number 4, 3x squared y to the 4th. This is a monomial jumping into this trinomial. So 3 times 10 is 30. X squared times x is an x cubed with a y to the 4th riding along. Plus 3 times 7 is 21. X squared, there are no more x's here, so it's just an x squared. Y to the 4th times y to the 4th is y to the 8th. And then the 3 comes in here at a negative 15 x squared, that's x to the 4th. Y to the 4th, y to the 7th is y to the 11th power. Excellent. Any similar terms there that we can combine? No, I don't think so. Next one, number 5. Here we have a binomial times a binomial, so we've got to first distribute the 3s squared, and we get 6s cubed minus 3s squared. Now we distribute, let's use just a slightly different color there, the 1 like that, and so we get a plus 2s minus 1. And then we combine like terms. Do we have any terms that can combine? Nope, just 6s cubed minus 3s squared plus 2s minus 1. And there we go. Number 6. Binomial times a trinomial, so the 3x is going to jump here. We'll do that in this color, so we'll get 3 times 3 is 9, x to the 3rd power, plus 6x squared minus 12x. And then let's pick a different color for the negative 5. The negative 5 now jumps into these 3 like that. And we have a minus 15x squared. Let's put that under the x squared so we can see them add together. Negative 5 times positive 2x, that's a negative 10x. And then we get a positive 20. And notice the binomial times the trinomial, we ended up with 6 terms. 2 times 3 is 6. Before we simplified everything, now let's add all the common terms together. So we end up with a 9x cubed minus 9x squared minus a 22x plus 20. And there we have that one. Excellent. Number 7. 5 times q plus 5 squared. Now the q plus 5 squared is really q plus 5 times q plus 5. So we've got to make sure and square this guy. So the q goes here and there. You get q squared plus 5q plus 5q. there's that pattern of a perfect square plus 25 is that we actually got a q squared plus 10q. That's doubling the q times the 5 plus a 25. That's that pattern of a perfect trinomial square. And now we have a 5q out on the outside that needs to jump in. So we're going to get a 5q cubed plus 50q squared plus 125q. All righty. And number 8. Oh, binomial times a trinomial again. So here we have the m goes in here, and we have an m to the third power minus 12m squared plus 20m. Now we jump that minus 5 through. Let's do it with a different positive 5 through. Do that with a different color, and it looks like this. And we get plus 5m squared minus 60m plus 100, it looks like. And then all together, that gives us, let me see, when we add those terms, we now have m, oh, that's a bad line. There we go. So we have an m cubed minus 7m squared minus 40m plus 100. Excellent.